Once again, we're in the place to be. Welcome back to In the Black.
Like the video.
Help me grow the channel. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. All right, let's face it. All that glitters ain't gold, and all that sparkles ain't clean. This is where so many guys mess up and get tripped up. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, there are plenty of nice things to look at, especially if you're attention span deficient. Now, instead of focusing on the solid thing that you have, you out there sniffing around everything that gives you the time of day. To say the least, it never ends well and it piles up regret on top of a huge amount of problems. So the question is, if Drip were a woman, what type of woman would she be? Well, before we answer that, let's talk about the type of woman she definitely is not. Now, there's many other platforms out there, and they all have one thing in common. They're not Drip. So we're going to call this woman Miss Other Platform. We'll refer to her as Miss Platt for short. Now, Miss Platt is nice to look at, and she certainly catches your eye. Now, don't get me wrong. She ain't trashy or anything like that, but she ain't the type you want to really get tangled up with because she don't really care about you. She's in it for what you can give her, period. She good at making you feel good, though. At first, man, your ego is on boost mode with her. You start to feel like you real smart. You thinking you the man. But eventually, you start to see that what she was promising ain't really what she giving, though. It just don't add up. And you realize that she really just a taker. Here you are trying to make it work with something that ain't even real. You start to finally take off the blinders and see what you couldn't see from the beginning. All that beauty, quote unquote, that you were mesmerized by was just smoke and mirrors. You get to see that she just skilled at making basic look appealing. Now she alright when it comes down to it, but she really just a dime a dozen. And really, you end up feeling worse than you did when you met her, regretting you even met her. But when you break up, she ain't even bothered. It ain't no thing for her. You're the one who got shafted, not her. Now, she on to the next one to entice and fleece, just like she did you. She really ain't no good for you, and you just need to accept that. You blew it. Lick your wounds, find something better, and move on. Now, let's talk about Miss Drip. Now, please don't get me wrong. Don't mistake what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Miss Drip is some frumpy, dull, and unattractive thing that just has a nice personality. Nah, not at all. Miss Drip looks good. And she has a lot to offer, but she don't just give it all away for just anybody. You gotta show yourself worthy. And it ain't really about whining and dining her either. Yeah, that's nice, but she don't judge you on how much money you got to play with. She wants to know if you are serious or not. You have to invest some genuine time and show some dedication to her. Consistency and diligence is what she appreciates. She ain't trying to have a man that don't work but always looking to play. She's the sophisticated, intelligent type, but she's down to earth as well. When you're present, she's there waiting for you, and it's easy to interact with her. She don't have time to play games. It's not in her wiring or DNA. And she surely ain't no gold digger, but she is the type to help you build upon what you came through the door with. She's the type to encourage and support you in reaching your goals. She'll put in what you put in and more. When you saw her at first, she was beautiful, but her true value isn't what's visible at first glance. Miss Drip is the type that you want to introduce to your family. The more you interact with her and the more you learn about her, the more you see that she ain't hiding anything. See, Miss Platt had you thinking they were all the same, but Miss Drip is the real deal. She has a lot going on, and now you're finding out new ways to build with her. She got her own thing going on before you even came along. But she wants you to be a part of it and help her build. Now y'all both get to reap the rewards. She's a keeper, and the one you want to put a ring on if you have any sense whatsoever. So stop messing around with all the Miss Platts out there who ain't gonna do no good, who ain't gonna do nothing but leave you feeling silly in the end. Build with Miss Drip, because you can count on her long term. Now, if Drip was a woman, this is who she would be. So the question is, in this crypto space, in this crazy, crazy crypto world, what type of woman do you want? You got to answer that for yourself. You want to mess around with the Miss Platts of the world, or you want something genuine that's going to be good to you, like Miss Drip? What you think about it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like the video, of course. And as always, stay smart. Stay in the black.